6 months from now, your life could generally look completely different. And I think we underestimate what 6 months of consistency, discipline, can actually do for us. Because you have to understand that if you decide to start going to the gym, imagine if you went to the gym 4 to 5 days a week for the next 6 months. You stuck to a solid meal plan, meaning you had majority of your meals planned, meaning 80-90% of the time you eat healthy, you eat clean, and then the 10% you have a bit of treat here and there. But if you spend the next 6 months going to the gym, eating clean, where would you be? If you spend the next 6 months posting content every single day for the next 6 months, where would you be? I guarantee you'll gain views, likes, comments, followers, maybe not in the first couple of weeks, in fact couple of months maybe, but if you was consistent for 6 months, we underestimate what that can actually do. And I've written myself a couple of notes because I like to somewhat plan the videos. I keep it raw and relatable, but I like to just have notes just in case. But the point is, as humans, we all have goals. I didn't even look at any notes then. We all have goals, dreams that we want to turn into reality. But you have to understand that there's the current version of yourself and there's the future version of yourself. And in the middle is consistency, is discipline, is actually putting in the work. And people might say, yeah, but I don't have the time, or I don't have the confidence, or just simply people make excuses. People generally make excuses for why they can't better themselves. Imagine that. You want to improve, you want to change, you want to start posting content, but you aren't doing it. You are making excuses towards yourself. So you want to work on yourself. You want to redesign you. You want to redesign your life, but you're not doing it. So technically you're letting yourself down. But then someone can ring you. Do you fancy going for drinks Friday? Do you want to go out for drinks? Yeah, I'll do it. But when it comes down to going to the gym, working on the business, you always just put excuses in the way. And I'm not saying to you, quit drinking, stop doing all that stuff. Even if it gets to Friday and you know you're going out, having a couple of drinks at the pub, restaurant, going out, meeting friends. If one of your goals is to go to the gym, why don't you go and smash a session before you go out? Because I guarantee you would feel good. You would feel good. The main point is, what you prioritize is who you become, right? So if you prioritize going to the gym, eating good 89% of the time, posting content, what's your life going to look like in 6 months? If you prioritize the gym, food, nutrition, posting content, reading, I got loads of books there, self-development as a whole, redesigning your life, in 6 months' time, it will be very, very good. You're not going to have everything that you want in 6 months, but we underestimate what can actually change if you implement consistency, discipline for 6 months. It's a building phase. You are building in these 6 months. And then after them 6 months, you have created a new identity for yourself that goes forward to the future. And then it's a lifestyle. The gym's a lifestyle. You naturally go. You naturally eat well. You start to not like treating yourself. You start to have a treat. You think, you know what, I'll have a treat. But because majority of the time you're eating well, when you have the treat, you're like, you know what, I didn't even like that. I prefer to eat clean. Only some people will know. And if you think about how different your life will be, your mindset, your goals will be in the next 6 months, you'll look back and think, damn, 6 months ago, you wasn't where you was. You've improved. You've finally pulled the trigger and said, you know what, let me start posting that content. And now 6 months down the line, you've got a solid content strategy. You know what it is you're posting. You've got somewhat an audience. You've got a routine. You go into the gym. You're eating good. You're not only eating good, but you're feeling good, because everything that you do in life reflects your day. Everything that you do, if you go to the gym, if you eat good, you post that content you wanted to do, you feel good within your body, within your mind. But if you keep putting it off, there's that voice that comes in. If you know you want to change, if you know there's certain things that you want to do, there's that voice that comes into your head like, you said you was going to do it. And then you tell yourself, yeah, I know. I've been busy. You'll stay busy and you'll stay with these ideas, these dreams. And everything that you want to work on is going to follow you to your deathbed. It's facts. So many old people say, I wish I would have took the risk. I wish I would have just took the risk, did what I wanted to do, enjoyed life. I'm not saying to you, stop enjoying life and go to the gym and do this and do that and just solely be 100% focused on self-development. No, I'm saying to you, there's so many things that you want to do and change. I want to start posting content. I want to go to the gym. I want to build this business. I want to start this. I want to start that. And if you actually just say, do you know what? Let me just dedicate 6 months. I'm banging on my table like, yo. I'm like, yo, you need to change about Max shaking. But it's true. It is generally true. You can fully change your life in 6 months. And the biggest thing as well is you don't need the full plan. People might think, right, okay, cool, I'm going to dedicate the next 6 months. So let me plan every single day. What is it that I want to do? What's the end goal? Everyone wants to have this massive plan. It's like you haven't even took the first step yet. It's like going to climb a mountain. You are going to climb a mountain and you're thinking to yourself, how am I going to get to the top? What's the terrain going to be like? But what's the weather going to be like at a certain point? Is it going to rain? Is it going to stay sunny? Is it going to stay clear? But what am I going to feel like when I get to the top? Am I going to be tired? Or am I going to have energy? It's like you are worried about everything that's going to happen, and you haven't even took the first step to start climbing this mountain, and you're worried about everything rather than just taking the first step, seeing what happens. And the further you climb, relate this to life, a problem comes. Okay, cool. What's the solution? Is there a solution? Is it controllable? Is it not controllable? Because some things we can control, some things we can't control. If you can control it, go around it the best way you can and then move on. You don't need a full plan. You just need to take that first step. Yes, have a vision. Have a vision. Where do I want to be? What's the goal I'm working towards? But don't get too caught up in the fact that you need this solid plan. Take the first step and build the plan as you go in. Build the plan. What else do I want to cover? What else do I want to cover? Look, in these videos, I'm not going to follow a script. It's not like I've got a script or something's here. It's literally just me talking about my thoughts. I've got a couple notes. I'm just keeping it real and relatable. You just need a direction and the willingness to start. You need to look at yourself in the mirror and say, do you know what? Enough is enough now. I've been wanting to start this business idea for a while. I've been wanting to go to the gym. I've been wanting to do this. I've been wanting to do that. But ultimately, if you have all these ideas, you might have conversations with people. I've got this idea I want to work on. I want to start the gym. I want to get in shape. Oh, bro, I want to go to the gym. I want to get in shape. It's not going to happen unless you start. Yes, that sounds simple. Well, let me tell you this. If it sounds simple, you might be watching this and think, oh, that's simple. Why aren't people doing it? Why aren't people doing it? It's as simple as saying, you just need to start. And you might think to yourself, that's simple. Well, then answer me this. Why aren't people doing it? That's the sun hit my beard. I thought I had something in my beard, but I don't. But why aren't people doing it then? If it sounds so simple, it's because it's hard. But it's only hard in the beginning because it's I'll keep that in. It's unfamiliar. It is unfamiliar because you have never done it before. You have this goal, you have this idea, and then you start it and you're like, man, this is hard. It's only hard because you're not used to doing that. It's unfamiliar. But if you keep doing it, you keep showing up every day. Oh, I don't feel like doing it today. Show up. If you keep on showing up, then it'll become second nature. It will become second nature. All my content that I post, I would say it's definitely a big workload. I don't want to put it on the bracket it's hard, but it takes work, put it that way. But from when I first started posting to where I am at now posting, it's second nature to me. It's part of my life. Like in my day, I can't remember the last time that I went a day without posting content, creating content, working on the content, thinking, oh yeah, I got that idea, I need to record the video. Oh, I got an idea. Okay, cool, let me get the idea up, let me record. I'll be like, oh yeah, like I post every single day. Even if today I don't record anything, I'm still posting. Why? Because I've got drafts. I've got drafts of my content. I'm ahead. Even if I didn't create any content, like physically recorded now for the next 7 days, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, I can still put something together. But majority of the time, I record, post. I have a system in place. Anyway, we're going off. We are going off. And that's another thing. Most people delay starting because they're waiting for certainty. Take it from me. Nothing's certain. Nothing's certain. It's not certain that you're going to get the gym results in a certain amount of time. It's not certain that you're going to make a certain amount of money in a certain amount of time. Nothing's certain. And I guess that's the beauty in it. You are doing something that isn't certain. That's the beauty. Because you have the faith. You're going to say, do you know what? This path I'm about to take, content creation, or another business idea, I'm not certain of the results. But I put in the work anyway. I show up. I give it consistency, discipline, hard work, smart work, endless hustle. Because if you give it endless hustle, nothing's certain, but if you work on something every single day, no matter if it's 10%, 20%, 50%, 90%, 22%, every single day, it's going to be achieved. And it can take you 2 months, 6 months, 8 months, 3 years, 10 years. If you just pivot along the way, it will become achieved. You will achieve it. There's no reason why you wouldn't. And that's another one. Small actions compound. One workout doesn't transform you. One video doesn't build an audience. One day learning a skill doesn't make you valuable. But if you take all of that and you stack it up over 6 months, that is why the next 6 months you need the consistency, you need the discipline, you need to show up and actually just start working on what it is you want to work on. No one's going to do it for you. People can help you, people can mentor you, yeah, but no one's going to physically do the first steps for you. No one's going to put in the work for you. This is why the next 6 months is important, and this next 6 months could generally change your life. It could change your life if you put in the work. And don't care what people think as well. Look, if you've made it this far in the video, then I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Because your attention span isn't warped. It isn't gone. It's still there. And I know you want to change your life. So I appreciate you. And I'm going to drop a subscribe if you want to subscribe to the channel. Drop a like. Feel free to do so. If not, cool. I appreciate you still here. And then what else have we got to talk about? Immediate results. Man, immediate results. It's not going to happen overnight. It's not going to happen in 2 days, 3 days. It's not going to happen in a couple of weeks. It takes time. That's why I'm saying 6 months. Could take a year. You don't know. But you're never going to know if you don't start. You're never going to know. Let's see if your patience is warped. I see the video and it's like, this guy sat there like, now that the impatient people have left the chat, and it's like, it's true. People are just, the attention span is just warped. It's just gone. So I think you have to ask yourself, think about your future self, really. Think of it like that. Where, in 6 months' time, you're not going to have the full finalized achievements in 6 months' time, but think about your future self. Where could your fitness be? Your income, your content, your skills, your confidence, your relationships, your network, your entire environment could be so much more different in 6 months' time. From 6 months of consistency, showing up for yourself. I mean, man, everything you're working towards, you have these goals, you have this ambition. Each day that you don't do it, do you know that you're letting yourself down? You are letting yourself down. Imagine you're watching this right now. You are in your own body. You are letting yourself down. You're not letting a friend down. You're not letting a family member down. You are letting yourself down. Imagine that. The person you spend the majority of the time with, yourself, you're letting yourself down. So you need to pick something. Content creation, if you're like, man, I need to post content. Pick content creation. Post every single day for the next 6 months and see where the results are. I would love for someone to do it and comment here. I'm starting today. In 6 months' time, I'll put you the results. Commit to it. Stop checking every 5 minutes whether it's worth it, whether it's working, whether the risk is paying off. You start posting content. You upload. Don't be looking for views. Just let it do its thing. Let the algorithm do its thing. Don't post content for views, for likes. Post it because you know you're putting out value. You know you are doing what you want to do. And ultimately, give yourself 6 months of consistency. And at the end of that, see who you become. 6 months is going to pass anyway. Imagine this. Even if you don't start anything, even if you do start something, I mean, 6 months is going to pass anyway. So you might as well see what happens when you actually give it everything. I hope that you do decide to pull the trigger and say, do you know what? I've got these goals. I've got these dreams. Let me just record. Let me just start recording. Let me just start going to the gym. Let me start eating healthy. Let me just stop letting myself down. No one's coming to save you. No one's coming to save you, and that is the reality. So if you like this video, it don't cost nothing to like, subscribe. If you don't, cool, that's fine. I hope this video helped, and I hope that you stop letting yourself down.